ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right? What's up, Phil?
What's going on, man? It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So first things first, guys, before we start off, we just want to go ahead and tell you guys, we apologize. I had some family things that happened this week. So I do apologize that we weren't doing the podcast like we should have. But don't worry, next week will be different. You have nothing to worry about. But before we get into the nitty gritty when it comes into comics, as you saw, Phil, this week, I got into a little bit of controversy for asking a simple question.
Yeah, it was wild, man. I stay out of the anime stuff because at least on TikTok, they're like, I'm not saying all of them, but the community in general is weird. I've seen people lose their account for having a different opinion on certain topics, so I just stay away from anime. I don't watch it.
But hold on. But we understand that it's an opinion, right? Like we understand it's not a fact, but it's an opinion, right? And it seems like
the whole.
But no, but what's crazy is it's just a question. It's a question, and what's crazy is to me is how you can like the anime fandom is so hypocritical. It's not even funny. Like you can ask the anime fandom says, just like the comic book fandom, that everybody should be allowed to disagree, have opinions. Everybody should be allowed to be themselves. But in the anime community, we know that's not true. For instance, if you're black and you cosplay as a non-black character, even though a lot of white or, Asian anime fans will say, oh, well, this is all fiction. None of this is real. You'll threaten and bully somebody until they take their own life because they dressed as a character that doesn't share the same skin color. Isn't that crazy?
Insane.
But that's
insane.
But that's a fact, right? Okay, cool. Then the anime community, just like the comic book community, states that everybody should be allowed to have the freedom of expression, or everybody should be allowed to have a difference in opinion, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. But we know that's not true. I asked a simple question, and people took that and misconstrued it as something that it wasn't, which is crazy to me. Because I'm being asked, like a bunch of other content creators are being asked and pressured, as into, why don't you talk about anime? Why don't you speak about anime? Why don't you blah, blah, blah? And a lot of creators just don't. Like, Phil, no offense, but there are a lot of comic book creators on social media that literally do not talk about anime, right or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of them. I mean, I don't... like, anytime I talk about anime, it's on my live, and I'll be like, yeah, I watched Inuyasha growing up, but that's pretty much it.
But you see what I'm saying? Majority of the content creators on social media who speak about comic books don't speak about anime, and majority of the anime content creators on social media don't speak about comics, right or wrong.
That's right. If they do, it's about death battles.
You know what I'm saying? It's about death battle. But other than that, they don't. You have again the top anime creators on social media. They don't talk about the newest comic book run that come out, right? They don't talk about the newest anything unless it's something to do with the MCU, and that's when they may talk about a movie or something.
If they do, it's like the stuff that happened in DCKO.
Exactly.
Like it's so big that
everybody has to talk about it, and everybody's always pressuring me to talk about things that I don't want to talk about, or I just don't feel I have to talk about. For instance,
remember the Batman shit?
I was going to bring that up. I remember when I first got on social media, and I still have the video for anybody watching. I still have, y'all know me, I'm good at receipts. I have a whole black box right next to me. I'm real good at receipts. But I'm being for real. I remember when I came on social media, people kept asking me to talk about Batman and a bunch of other stuff, and I respectfully, no calling people batsexuals, any of that. I respectfully told people, hey, I would like to just talk about Marvel. Okay, that's it. Like I get that's what you like, and that's cool, but I really just want to talk about Marvel comics. And I got bullied for that. I got called out my name. I got death threats. You name it. So when I chose to talk about comics, I chose to talk about the truth about DC, and they didn't like that. Like, oh my God, why can't you be positive about it? Because DC is not positive. It's negative. It's consistently negative. But
unless it's Flash.
But why couldn't you just allow me, a creator that asked, to be left alone with that? Just leave me alone with it. See what I'm saying? So now we have a situation where I asked a simple question, and I made sure when I made my video. Like your favorite black nerd, he's actually in the chat right now, and he actually made a video saying what I'm about to say. In the video, I made it very clear. I said, hey, this is not an attack on nobody. I want to make it very clear. I'm not coming after anybody. This is a simple question. I promise it is. There's no hidden agendas, none of that. I'm just asking you a question. In the caption of the video, I also show that there was no attack, there was no malice, there was none of that. I'm simply saying, hey, again, please, before I say what I got to say, I'm not attacking anybody. My question was simple. Can you give me 15 black MCs in mainstream anime? And if you can't, why are you still supporting? That's it. Phil, that's you can take my video and you can replay it all day. That's literally all that was said. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The majority of the responses that I got were positive. But a lot of those responses were negative also. Again, majority was positive, a lot of them were negative. And a lot of them were saying things I never said. Like, for instance, your favorite black nerd, he made several videos saying he never said that. If you go in my comment section, there are several people in the comments saying King never said that. King never opened his mouth and he never even brought that up. He didn't talk about this, he didn't talk about that. Why are you saying things he never said? Well, he's basically saying that if, like, there's no black representation, then we shouldn't talk about it. He never said that. He never even alluded to that. He never even said you couldn't watch it. He didn't say he doesn't watch it. He never said he doesn't like anime. He didn't say any of that. All he asked was, if you can't name 15, tell me why you're still supporting. That is it. And so many people kept taking that and making it into stuff that it wasn't. Now, I could be mean and call them stupid. I could be mean and I can call them dumb. But, I mean, would it not be accurate?
No, it would be.
Like, why would
or
you
ignorant. Ignorant is another one.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you take something somebody said and then flip it around and say things they didn't say, just so you could, like, push a narrative? At the end of the day, as a content creator or just as a person, I have the right to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I shouldn't be forced or pressured to talk about anything that I may not want to talk about or I may feel like I shouldn't have to talk about. I love comics. I'm an American. When it comes to comic books, don't get me wrong, we have our own issues. Like, for instance, DC right now is having an issue when it comes to Black History Month because they have so many Black history covers that they have not promoted, right? Now, at all. Now, do they have them? Sure. Will they be published? Absolutely. Are you promoting them? No. But when the comic book community has an issue with representation, we talk about it. Do we or do we not?
Oh yeah,
you just
look at Wonder Woman. Look at Wonder Woman.
Look at Wonder Woman. Same thing. Like, we just had dozens of Black, white, Hispanic creators of all races come together and do 1,000 days, letting people know that it's been 1,000 days since DC has had a main Black comic book run. Well, not a main Black, but like an ongoing.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? The person who wrote that, he's mostly a Marvel Comics writer.
Exactly.
What's up with that?
So do you see what I'm saying?
Like, seriously. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, when it comes to the comic book community, when we see issues within the companies that we love, we have no problem holding them accountable for it or even voicing our opinions. But it seems like when it comes to the anime community, you aren't allowed to voice any criticisms. What you are supposed to act like everything is awesome. Everything is perfect. You can't talk about the over nudity in anime. You can't talk about the over-sexualization of kids in anime. You can't talk about the mistreatment of certain cultures in anime. You can't talk about that. The minute you bring any realism to any of the problems within the anime community, they lose their mind and they act like you're attacking them when all you're doing is bringing up something that's a problem in the community. Again, in 30 years, Phil, in 30 years, think about it. In 30 years, how do you not have at least 2 Black MCs? And you can't use the excuse, oh, well, you know, it's Japanese culture. But Japanese culture, and Phil, you know as well as I do, is made up when it comes to anime of European culture. A lot of what they do in animes is based off European religion, European ideologies. A lot of the main MCs or some of the most popular MCs have either European facial and hair types or they're just a European main character.
Or even Middle Eastern stuff with religion, like
exactly,
you know, Muslim, Christian, all that stuff.
So
they take a lot of adaptations to that too.
So you dabble in everything for the most part, but you don't dabble when it comes to us, right? So, like for instance, okay, like even as we're speaking, your favorite black nerd brought up the fact that they used SZA's song in a new Gundam trailer. That's great. What's the majority cast of that Gundam of the Gundam casting? I guarantee you.
I don't know what that is.
Like Gundam, for the most part, like I think I can honestly say that there may have been maybe 1, 2, max 3 Gundam series that may have been diverse, but there isn't a lot of diversity within Gundam, except when it comes to like a lot of the cultures that do get shown in Gundam are European. Like the first Gundam Wing, like the bad guys were European. Like they were white. The bad guys in Gundam in the first Gundam Wing like series, they were white. And you had other cultures coming together to fight them. So I'm saying, I mean that's the whole that's the whole thing for Endless Waltz. So the problem is this: at the end of the day, I asked the question, you couldn't answer the question, and what you're trying to do is to bully me into promoting or talking about something when I would rather spend my time talking about a medium or a franchise or a company that actually puts money into my people. Are they perfect at it? Absolutely not. No one is. Are there problems? Me and you both feel. We both can agree that Marvel and DC has their problems, right? Image Comics also has its problems. But those companies in the last 30 to 40 to 60 years have given more representation to black, indigenous, Asian, and every other culture you can think of.
Bro, Moonstar about to get a solo run.
Exactly.
Moonstar's going to get a solo run. Blade, we have black characters.
Well, Blade is
like
constantly constantly getting a solo run.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marvel pushes this shit, and guess what? People still buy it.
Literally.
Why? Because it's written very well.
Yes.
And everyone loves it.
Yes. And that's I think like what Monica, she just got a solo run not too long ago. Photon, remember?
Yeah. Photon got a run. I mean, hell, Monica Rambeau is gonna be a big part of Doomsday.
Seriously. So that's nothing I'm saying. Like even when it comes to the MCU, black representation, Arab representation, Asian representation, like these characters are within
Storm. I just Storm. Like Storm's fighting a fucking storm god that fought fucking the one above all.
No.
Like,
Storm didn't just fight a storm god. Storm fight the first Skyfather, and not only did she beat him, she became a herald of eternity. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like
it's everywhere.
So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to Marvel and DC, so many black and other indigenous and other races are given the ability to take leadership. And that's the thing. It's like when I look at anime, we don't get leadership for the most part. Like I think Gachi Okuda, the leader, I forgot their names. I forgot what they're called, the cleaners, or I forgot their names. But the leader of that group, he's black, right? Which is great, which is awesome. But it's not something that's as commonly seen. When it comes to comic books, it's so many times they give black people or just any culture, period, the ability to not only have representation, but to have it in such a way that you're in a leadership position. And I say that because I had some dude who's very silly. He's ignorant as shit. But he basically was like, you're talking about representation in the anime community or whatever like that. Why can't you find that same representation in American, in the American media? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, can you show me 15 like TV shows that are mainstream that have age representation where they're the lead characters? And I was like, yeah, they've been had that for years. Like I could have easily just said Jackie Chan Adventure and walked away. Jackie Chan Adventures got like how many different seasons that it had? It was running for I don't know how long, but it wasn't just that. I did it, of course, because you know me. I'm always there for the smoke. But I gave 15 in the last 30. You know me. Come on, you know me, Phil. But I gave 15 in the last 30, and it's just crazy to me how even after I did that, bro was just in straight denial. Like I brought up Double Dragons, and he was like, "Those aren't Asians. They're Asian Americans," and I'm like, that doesn't change the fact that they're Asian. Like they're Asian, positively showing Asian culture. No, they're Asian American. I'm like, they're still Asian, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. They're still Asian. They're literally still Asian.
It's still the culture. they're still talking about the culture.
It's still the culture. So it is what it is, right?
So is Sopranos not about Italians?
I guess not. So
like
that's what I'm saying. So like, it's just crazy. It's crazy the hurdles people will jump, people will go to take something that isn't supposed to be meant as a negative and find a way to do it. That's just me.
It's really what it is just progress. And it's like I get what you're saying, and this is someone who's white, so I guess I can't really say much because I think a lot of mediums has us in it. But like if Marvel didn't have like Bob or Thor, I relate to those characters, and I think that's why I like Marvel so much, because there's so many characters that I can relate to, and I think every race can relate to a character in Marvel. Anime, I feel like the only anime I liked was Inuyasha, but it was just about demons and had cool action scenes and a decent story. But like,
hey, be careful! Be careful! They'll come after you for that. How dare you say it's just demons and blah blah blah? Like, okay, buddy, I promise you, somebody gonna get mad.
Like, yeah, I mean, even I've watched Attack on Titan a little bit, and that shit's about European shit.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, they look Japanese. I'm like, bro, it's based off European shit, bro. Like, get out of here. Like, you could easily do an anime, something about like in Africa or something like that.
Yeah.
Or even America.
Yeah.
And just have black.
Well, you don't even have to do that. No. You don't have to do that at all. Actually, what's crazy is when it comes down to it, you actually don't have to do an anime based off of Africa. You don't have to do an anime based off of African Americans. Because anime is fiction, there's no reason why you can't just make a main character black. It's fiction. It doesn't have to be based off reality. It doesn't have to follow any historical backgrounds. You could literally just make a black character because you can make a black character. For instance, a Gundam pilot, a main Gundam pilot could have been black. A Zoid pilot could have been black. I'm being for real. Dragon Ball Z could have had a black character who was a fighter on Earth.
Well, do you know what they say? Who's the green character in Dragon
Ball?
Hold
on, you could have had a black Saiyan for all I care. Go ahead, though.
Who's the character that's green, has like the weird biceps?
Like that's Piccolo. Biceps? That's Piccolo. They all say he's black.
Everyone. I mean, bro, don't make that like it's basically the Thanos argument.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's what I'm saying. So it's like at the end of the day, like there's no reason why you can't do it. You're just choosing not to, and that's the irony of it. If Asian culture is choosing not to give black people, the opportunity to be leaders or to have leadership positions within anime or within anime media, why am I being forced and pressured to promote? I'd rather promote and talk about Marvel because Marvel is doing that on somebody said Oob. Oob is not black. I don't know if he's brown skinned, but he's more Middle Eastern than anything. He's not black. It's just, I'm sorry, not everything with brown skin is black, guys. I don't know if y'all know that. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like when it comes to me, I don't feel like I should be pressured or I should be forced to talk about something if I specifically have stated already that I would rather talk about this. It's just that simple. Like it's literally just that simple.
The thing is too, line. It's because your following has a high count, so people expect you to have a voice of opinion on something, and it could draw a lot of attention to it.
No, right? That's not that's not what they want. They want me to be their voice. They want me to say what they won't say publicly, and that's how they use influencers. They want influencers to be their puppets and their weapons, and they want us to talk about this and talk about that, and when they won't. And that's what kills me. Like, I'll have people come into my comment section all the time. Why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about that? And I'm just like, why don't you talk about it?
Yeah.
I'm not a content creator. Yes, you are. You got an account, right? Yeah, it's got a camera, right? Yeah, you're a content creator. Sorry to tell you that, buddy. No matter how small the account is, you're a content creator. Why don't you go talk about it? Like that's like they want you to do for them what they won't do for themselves, and that's just what that is. Like, yeah, bro just said it. They want you to be their shield. They'll pressure you into talking about stuff that even they themselves won't talk about because they know what happened to them. And it's crazy. It's like it just makes no sense. Like it's just stupid. Your favorite black nerd just said, I don't like asking questions. I don't want the answer. That's the problem. They do want the answer, but they want the controversial part of it. That's what they want. They want controversy. So they'll always get you to talk about something that will get you in trouble, and they don't get to take any of like the punishment for it. They just get to look back and go, yeah, that's right, attack him, and that's just how it is. I will say though, another thing before we start getting to all the other subjects, and guys, please don't forget, after the first hour, we will start answering super chats. But the thing that irritates me the most, Phil, is this: I'm very lucky, and I'm very fortunate, because not only was I born in the time period in which my generation was the ones that really started the anime fandom and geek fandom within Western society. It is what it is.
I mean, I don't think people realize this. In the 2000s and early 2010s, it was not cool to like anime.
At
it
all.
Was not.
It was worse in the 90s because before year 2000, we thought we were supposed to have flying cars at the Back in the Future. But that didn't happen.
I mean, the 2000s is when video games became like, oh, it was cool to play. Like you got your Halos, your Tony Hawks. That's when video games became like kind of mainstream. Like, oh, it was cool to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, like comic books were. I don't think comic books were there yet either. I think they're like it's still a niche.
It was something that you just didn't talk about for the most part. You didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
It's just all it was. But like,
I mean, I think the only one anime that's been like since the beginning is Dragon Ball. I think Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, those three have been like mainstream. Like, okay,
it was hold on. It was funny to me when I found that as a kid that most of the episodes I had been watching when it came to Dragon Ball Z had already been out. Like, I was talking to my cousin. Yeah, he was like, oh, I've already watched those episodes. And I said, how can you watch something that hasn't come out yet? He was like, because they already came out. You're watching reruns. I said, no, that's not true. He goes, yes, Dragon Ball Z has already been out, kiddo. We've already seen a lot of those episodes. I said, no, bro, that's not. Told you. What?
Hey, you know what's crazy? People don't know this. When in the 2000s, bro, you used to get a DVR on Comcast, and you used to have to record your episodes.
That's it. Record them.
Because you didn't have like streaming. Like this off topic, this is why I love my dad. Back in the 2000s, he used to record them on the DVR.
Yeah.
And then he used to tape it on a VHS tape. And so I used to take it with me to my grandma's house and just watch fucking 10 hours of cartoons all fucking day when they used to work on weekends. Exactly. So, I'll be watching a couple, I watched Inuyasha, the X-Men cartoon stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of things back in the day, dude, there was no streaming.
Exactly.
You had to get the physical copy.
You had to get the physical or you had to record it. And if you missed an episode, you missed an episode. That was it. Like,
you're talked.
Oh yeah, you're
talked. Next week. And
everybody would make fun of you because you got to catch on a rerun. You missed it. He missed it. Like, you couldn't be a part of the conversation because you didn't watch it. Now you sitting like, whatever, bro. Like, but that's what I'm saying. So like for me, I'm so fortunate and I'm so lucky because like I am a part of a generation of people who are creating their own, right? Because I got a lot of comments like that. A lot of comments that I had a lot of people going, if you don't like it or if you don't want to support, why are you trying to make them do for you what you can do for yourself? Why don't you go make your... And I'm like, well, I did, and I'm quite successful at it, just like a bunch of other indie creators are very successful in what they do. So I'm not finna sit here and like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, the difference between me and everybody else is I'm not just some yapper that's just coming out and just giving their opinion. I'm somebody doing the work. I'm a comic book creator. I'm a black American comic book creator who makes his own work. And you can't say nothing to that. Not only that, what's so cool about me is I created a power system that nobody else ever made before. Not the Asians, not white people, not anybody. And that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. But the only way I was able to do that is that I had to focus on myself. The problem when it comes to, as a kid growing up watching anime or just cartoons, period, when you don't have a lot of representation of yourself, you emulate other people. So I'm saying you'll emulate what you see the most. And because of that, it stops you from thinking outside of the box. So when I was a kid, for me to find my way, I had to walk away. Because so many creators will create comic book characters or anime characters. Oh, this character has chi, or this character is able to manipulate fire. Yeah, like it's based off of somebody else's stuff.
Yeah.
For me, I just kept thinking to myself, what could I do that was different? Because like my idol will always be Muhammad Ali and Stan Lee. Those are my two idols. Muhammad Ali and Stan Lee. And when I was a kid, I just kept thinking to myself, what could I do different? And it just hit me one day. I swear to God, Phil, I'm not kidding. It hit me one day. I was looking at my arm and I was like, I noticed when we go outside, our skin gets a little darker. Oh yeah, that's because of melanin. Huh.
That's some Superman shit, huh? In a way.
And I thought about it. I really thought about that. I said, I need to understand what melanin is. So I sat down, I studied it. I learned what it is. And you know what I found out about it, Phil?
What?
Unless you have albinism, everybody has it. It's not a black exclusive thing.
Wait, so if you're albino, you don't have melanin?
You're melanin deficient.
Whoa. So is that like a birth defect?
Not a birth defect, but it's just you're just absent of it. It's just your body doesn't produce it like everybody else does. You're absent. Like you have little to no melanin at all in your body. And what I learned is like,
so you know what's crazy? I don't even know what melanin actually is. Like, what is it?
It's the same shit. So basically, it's the same thing that gives you your eye color, your beard, even your skin color. Your lips are pink because of melanin. Did you know that? No. You have melanin in your brain. There are certain tree barks that produce melanin. All animals have it. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I did. No.
So I started studying it more. I said, okay, so this is not an exclusive thing to black people. Everybody has it. It's just some people produce more of it than. Oh my God. Every race uses it differently. And I said to myself,
that's kind of cool.
I said, I could turn this shit. I said, I could turn this shit not only into a power system, but I could turn this shit into something that encompasses everybody. Everybody can be a part of this. So I got to, bro, I'm not, you know me, when I brainstorm. So I got to work on it. And I kept thinking to myself, okay. Now, could I make this a power or could I go a little bit further? And you know me. You love Venom. You know I love Venom, right? So I said,
Venom is awesome. What
if I gave it a symbiotic nature? And then I said, no. What if I gave it a symbiotic nature but made it sentient? What if I based it off of mythology itself? Now, for instance, do you know how the Greek gods got their powers and abilities, or how they got their immortality? You don't know, do you?
I think if I do, it's from God of War.
So they use not all, but a lot of mythology and a lot of lore. They all have their own elixirs or fruits or something that they ate or consumed that gave them mortality, right? So like when you have the Monkey King and you have the Asian culture, it's, they have this immortal elixir, or they have peaches or stuff like that, right? For Greek gods, it was ambrosia. Ambrosia, eating that is what gave them their immortality, right? Now, you have other people like, if you drink from the cup of the Holy Grail, you get immortal life. Or if you drink from the fountain of youth. Every culture has its things where if you drink from this river or you... Uh-oh.
Are we good?
Oh, I think we're good now. I think there was a connection issue.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy.
Okay, go ahead, though.
Okay, so anyway, what was the last thing you heard from me?
Like the Greek gods... Like how they got their powers.
Okay, so basically it said, you skipped a second. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so basically the Greek gods, what ended up happening with them was that, they had ambrosia. You had other cultures that had the fountain of youth. You had other cultures that had certain fruits or elixirs or whatever. Every culture for the most part has some way that they ate or consumed something to give them immortality, right?
Okay.
So in the first page of Flame, what I did was melanin was basically... Everything came from it, but everything had to return to it, to drink of it, to continue gaining power and keep with it. But they had to pay a cost for that. The cost was they had to give basically their experience to it for it to give back to them. So it was like it was a symbiotic relationship between all of them. I came from you, but I still need you to be, and you still need me to experience. So what ended up happening was the mother of the creation, the mother of creation, which she got that title after, she found a way to take melanin for what it was, and not only attach it to everything that's already living that came out of it, but every time something would be born, a new form of it would be attached to that new thing. So everybody that's born cool. has melanin, and as everything grows and everything keeps going and living, melanin enriches itself inside of them through their experiences. It's like Gaia. You know how Gaia works, right?
Like what? Like in general? Like mythology?
So the first time I heard of Gaia, I was a kid. I was watching Final Fantasy. It's a movie called Final Fantasy. And what happened was, the way Gaia was explained was that you go off and Gaia gives you life. You have experiences, and then when you die, that energy goes back to Gaia, enriching it, helping it grow, and it taking that experience and learning from it, and then basically making a new life. It's the same concept. Okay. It's taking all those cultures and putting it into one thing. Again, I'm only able to do that when I start to focus on me and focus on everything else around me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in the new crossover that we're doing, that's something that gets brought up with Zeus. Zeus's body got taken by the god of the Sallows. So he's inhabiting Zeus's body, and he absorbs Zeus's melanin, and that's how he keeps in control of his body. Well, after he fought EJ, he got damaged, and Zeus's melanin started to return. And when it started returning, he looks at his hand and he says, he's like, interesting. Zeus fights for control over his body, and his melanin is starting to return. He was like, huh. But he shouldn't be able to produce this much of it. And he goes, oh, sometimes I forget there are some who are basically plentiful in the bounty of the source. Like, the words are used very carefully to show you exactly where it comes from. See what I'm saying? But yeah. that's what I'm talking about. So it's like, for me, I like to be unique in the things that I do, but the only way I can do this is by studying not only me, but studying other cultures. See what I'm saying? And understanding and understanding, like, the things that connect to it. So because of that, I was able to do what I did. I created a power system that's never been made before. That's not only based off of actual lore in real life, but it connects so many cultures. I didn't make a comic book just for my people. I made it for everybody. And I'm so lucky and fortunate that I have white kids, I have Hispanic kids, I have kids of all races.
I got it.
You know what I'm saying? who love my work. And the new crossover that we're doing now, they're going to love it a lot more. The art has been updated so much so the writing is 10
You guys have been working on that for like 2 years, huh?
No, it's about almost a year now. But it'll be finished this month. Queen just got through doing the front page, the back page, the internal covers, all that stuff done. I just have 3 data pages, but I had a lot to do this week. But we're coming up on 36 minutes, so now that we're done with that, my whole thing is just basically saying that, like, for me to find myself, for anybody to find themselves when they're writing, you have to understand that you have to learn how to look at your own culture first, and then look at every other culture. And I don't believe that anybody should just write for themselves. I don't believe that. I believe everybody should write for everybody in a certain. You don't have to. You don't have to. But I think it's important to show that we all can exist and live in the same space. Rather you're talking about war or not, I think everybody needs to be seen. That's just me. That's literally just me.
Honestly, for me, I think that's like an American thing, since we're so diverse compared to other countries around the world.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we have that mindset. At least that's from my perspective. Like, you go to like any other country, it's pretty much wherever that country originated from. It was white, black, Asian, Hispanic. It's usually just like majority that. They're not as diverse as us. America is literally a diverse country.
Yeah, it's a whole It's a whole melting pot. But
pretty much,
as we get to the next subject, Phil, you take lead on this. So what happened? What happened in the world? Because y'all should have seen Phil. Phil was so excited to talk about this. He was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Like he was losing his mind. So Phil, please tell everybody what amazing things happened to you recently.
Okay. So recently, I'm going to start off with a story. This happened a week ago. If you guys follow me on Twitter, there is a rumor right now from Insider Scoops, and it makes a lot of sense because what's been happening. Rumor has it Sony is going to be licensing out their characters to Marvel. So Null, Venom, Kraven, all the Spider characters. And so I commented off that original article saying that give me Avengers King in Black. Noel's my favorite character. I think that movie would make $3 billion easily. And I would love to see it. People of course don't like Noel, I guess. That's fair. But people are saying that he's just aura farming and his lore sucks, whatever, and compared him to Sephiroth. And to me, doing that is disrespecting Donny Cates. It's disrespecting Ryan Stegman, disrespecting Marvel, and honestly, the Venom lore, the symbiote lore. And so, practically, I got Donny Cates to come out on Twitter and talk shit back. Because he literally compared, he's like, well, Spider-Man is just a genius that can time travel. And he was just trolling when he said that. And people were like, are you comparing Spider-Man to Noel? It's like, no. Imagine there's a character you created that got very popular very quick, and people are talking shit about it. I think you have the right to talk back, respectfully. Then, of course, Noel issue 1 came out this week. If you guys have seen it, Bleeding Cool just put the article out. Top 3 seller this week. It outsold every single Marvel book and every single DC book besides DC KO. It came number 3. Number 1 was DC KO. Number 2 was Transformers. Number 3, Noel issue 1. I purchased 15 copies. Okay, it's my favorite character. And then I got one of my favorite artists. He does the cover artist, Ryan Stegman, to comment me back on Instagram because I was like, hey, I bought 15 copies. Shout out to you. And he said 15 copies. He couldn't believe it. So I had an amazing week. I'm not going to lie. I just know all the Noel haters on the internet. Hush. Including Sentry stands too. All I'm going to say. So, yeah. I've had an amazing week.
Phil was like, I got one of my favorites to come out and say something. I like what you said though, when you said that you have the right to come back and fight back, you have the right to argue, and you're not wrong about that. You definitely have the right.
I think I hate this idea that if you're a high-end content creator, or you're a Marvel comic book writer, or you just have status, you're not allowed to reply back to someone who's being hateful and a piece of shit.
Well, that's the game. I love that you're saying what you're saying, but that's the game. And the problem is like, how many followers you have? What's your highest platform right now?
TikTok, I have like 46K.
46K. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the game. You can't we can't change that. Like the problem, the reason why it's bad, or the reason why it's dangerous, or the reason why a lot of influencers don't do it in the first place, is because, simply put, you have to understand that. Let's say you call me a bitch. Call me a bitch. We're on YouTube. It's fine. Call me a bitch, Phil.
You're a bitch.
Fuck you. Now, I said that to you, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you go on social media and you say, and this is just how it works. I swear to God, it's how it works. If you go on social media and you say, oh my God, I didn't like what KingandQueenLion was doing, and I called him a bitch for it, right? And he said, fuck you. No one's going to care that you came at me first. No one's going to care that you called me a bitch.
No one.
They're going to care that I reacted to it. And that's how social media works. You got Castanat reading a fucking book. Stumbled on one word and said, ooh, let me go look this up real quick. Oh, that's what it's. That's how. Okay, got it. And they made fun of him for it.
For learning.
Oh
my God, so it's a catastrophe.
A catastrophe.
What
so
the
that's
fuck
what
is our problem?
That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody said, Phil, you got to say that shit with yourself. Chest. You got to call me a bitch with your chest, Phil.
You're a bitch.
There you go. You got to say it with your chest. But no, that's what I'm saying. So it's just how it is. So it's like him. Yeah. And the bigger problem is this. Let's say he comes out and he does say something. Let's say he defends himself. As a fan, you know what I can do as a weapon?
What?
I can say that he hurt me. I can say him responding to me got me harassed, and that harassment.
And you get canceled immediately without a court. Look what happened to Johnny Depp. Automatically, he got ridiculed. Like,
man, hold on. Let's talk about that real quick. The fact that he had the recording of her shitting on his bed.
Oh my God! I was about to say that she took her shit on his mattress. But society we live in.
No, but it's the fact that when you're listening to the recording, and anybody can go look at this shit. When you're listening to the recording, and you can hear her taking a shit. Did you really are you taking a shit? Like, you're so angry at him or you're so batshit crazy. Your mindset is, I'm gonna bend over in our bed and I'm gonna shit in it. I'm gonna shit in the bed like I'm some kind of wild ass animal. And Johnny Depp is just sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck to say to this.
Hey,
I don't know what to. Wow.
Listen, Johnny Depp, I believe he's not 100% white, is he?
I don't know
He's
what
mixed,
he is.
isn't
I don't know what he is. I know
But
he's.
hey, his girl, that's white. We don't claim her.
He said we don't claim. Look, Johnny.
We don't claim her.
Johnny is such an amazing person that they honored him in One Piece. Did you know they gave him an actual pirate flag?
Yes, we talked about this on a
Yeah,
podcast.
so it's like,
times ago.
so it's like Johnny Depp is such an amazing person that he got canceled the way he did for nothing, just to find out he didn't do shit to her. And that's what's crazy. It's like you cut off half his finger. You literally cut off half his fucking finger. And then you shat on his bed, and then you were abusive to him. And then he has the video recording where you literally said, so what if I put my hands on you? You should fight for us. And he's like, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to, like, that's what you want. You want me to hit you back. I'm not, the fuck is you talking about? Like, I'm not doing that. So that's the thing. It's like, that's why she looks so crazy, because it's like, when look, I don't care. At the end of the day, that's why people don't do it. That's why a lot of creators don't say shit. They just let y'all say what y'all want. They just let y'all make y'all think pieces in y'all videos, because what the fuck can they do? What can they honestly do about it? Like no, it's the same thing with me. I can respond. I respond to people all the time. What do I get? He's so mean. How is he mean? He responded to this guy. What did the guy do? The guy did talk shit about him. What did KingandQueenLion do? Well, he debunked him, and he could have just ignored him. Okay, wait a minute, bitch. He's talking shit about him, though. Why can't he respond? Like that's how it is all the time. I don't have to cuss you. I don't got to call you at your name. I can just respond to you, and it'll be seen as a negative every time.
And yeah, for sure. And the thing is, too, with Donnie, I replied to him. I got a fucking Knoll shrine. I got my statue, my slab, my pins, I got a shrine. And I tweeted him at him like, listen, Donnie, I hope you know you're loved. We appreciate your work, because I even told Donnie to his face when I met him. I was like, you're the reason why I got back in the comic books. Your Venom run brought me back. And I just hope you know that a lot of people love your run. Like, to me, Keenan Black is the best event we've had since Secret Wars, without a doubt. I think it's the most compelling. I think it had the most stakes. And I think Noel is the best villain we've had since maybe The Maker, or Gore. Like, I would say in the last 15, 20 years, those are your three. You got Gore, you got Maker, and you got Noel. Everybody else is kind of like, eh. And the fact that Noel now is in 2 video games, he's got his own. Marvel just licensed out a third scale statue, which I already pre-ordered. He's already got his solo run now. I mean, you might not like him, but like, people love him. Like, majority of people like this character.
I'm sorry, Marvel. At some point, you need to just go ahead and pay Phil, because like, Phil.
I love this character.
Phil, like, no, hold on, Phil. I'm gonna say something I'm gonna say something that's gonna be very disrespectful. You're gonna be mad at me, but it's all love. Okay, just know that I love you. Has anybody ever seen the movie This Is the End? Remember how old boy had Channing Tatum? Phil is Channing Tatum for Noel. Okay? Phil is Channing Tatum for Noel. If y'all know what I know, if y'all y'all think did y'all not hear look, if y'all remember the movie, if you haven't watched This Is the End, you're lame. I'm sorry to tell you, you're lame if you've never seen that movie. But if you've ever watched This Is the End, there's a scene where McFry literally has his not McFry, but it literally has his homeboy. Like his homeboy is like the king of the wasteland, basically, after the end of the world. And he's got, that's what I'm saying. Look at him. Excuse my language. He's a slut for him. Phil, how many issues did you buy, Phil?
15.
15! And y'all see how proud he was when he said that shit? 15. He's and he goes, and they just licensed a new Null statue. I pre-ordered it, by the way.
Not a quarter, a third. What?
Yeah.
So imagine 1/3 of Null into a statue. He's like 40 inches tall. He's a big motherfucker.
See, look, you see him. He's like, you know how big that is? You know how much Null that is? I promise y'all, if they had his all black, like they actually had the sword, it was metal.
I'm buying it.
Yeah,
I'm buying it.
Look, Phil would go into his life savings. Take my money. Like, take it. Phil Phil would buy.
Where's the wallet?
Yeah, Phil would buy that shit so quickly. I don't know why Phil hasn't like cosplayed as Null yet. I don't know why.
Oh well, right now, I'm trying to like lose some weight, so if it looks good, I'm about to hit the gym soon, and so after that, I gotta get some cosplay parts. Hold on, have you seen my picture of Doctor Doom?
No, I haven't.
Cosplayed as Doom.
Nuh-uh.
So it was like my senior year of high school. It was a Halloween, right?
Yeah.
And I went to a Halloween party. My mom actually helped me build it. It took us like 10 minutes. But I dead ass. Hold on, I'll get the picture. Hold on. But I cosplayed as Doom at one time because Doom was my favorite villain growing up until I got back into comics and Null became my favorite. But yeah, I mean, I like Doom. I like Null. Hold on, I gotta find this picture. Let's find this shit.
I just want to make sure y'all hear him, right?
I mean,
y'all hear him,
bro.
right?
I love this character, bro.
Oh, we know you do. Phil, there's no shame in it. We know you do. We know you do.
All right.
We know you do. Look at him. Look at him.
That's me for Doom.
I can hear Phil right now. I can hear him. I've come to colonize senior year. I shout. I'm not gonna lie though. When it comes to Doctor Doom is one of the hardest villains. He's not the hardest, but he's one of the hardest.
Hold on. You know what someone told me?
Go ahead.
Someone told me before the MCU that Doom was not like the most popular villain in Marvel outside. Like they literally thought, Thanos was more popular than Doom before the MCU. I was like, you're high. Like before Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos was an Iron Man villain. People don't know that. Like he was an Iron Man villain. He first appeared with Drax. A lot of people don't know that. But I would say in top 4 in Mount Rushmore before the MCU was probably Doom, Goblin, Galactus, and what, Magneto?
It doesn't even matter. It's just the fact that it's like when it comes to Doctor Doom is such an OG. Could you imagine calling a country? I sent you a request to own your land, and you denied. But I am not I'm not a selfish man. I am not without mercy or understanding. So I'm going to give you 24 hours to submit, or I'm going to kill all of you. Have a good day. And you're just sitting there like, is he for real? He means that. Like
I think that's why I like Noel so much. Noel came to Earth. He's like, hey, my name's Noel. I'm really old, and I'm here to kill your world. So be prepared. Like, just.
There we go. We should be good now.
do we crash? Are we good?
No. It's just it's been losing connection, but I think that's just because of weather. It's not even just me. Like, who's your phone? Who's your phone provider?
For internet, I got 1,000 up, 1,000 down.
No. For your phone, who's your phone provider?
Oh, AT&T.
We have Verizon. Verizon cell towers just shut down for no reason.
Yeah, well, also too in Dallas, it's fucking cold. I know when it's really cold, the internet fucks up.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
it's I mean, it's like 32 degrees outside almost. I mean, it's freezing.
I love it.
So.
I can feel it. I love it. I love winter. Like that's the one thing about me. I love it.
But yeah, but the thing is, I didn't know. Back to the Noel thing on Twitter, I didn't know a lot of people did not like the character. I always thought Noel was either like pretty neutral or a lot of people love him because. Like, I mean, his first appearance is still $200. My comic book store has a couple copies. It's $200 right now. It's still $200. And so I'm thinking, like, okay.
Wait. What's $200?
The first appearance of Noel.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Stay here.
And he's got it. I told you he's a slut. He's like, oh, yeah, the first appearance of Noel. Oh, don't worry. I own it. Yeah, I own, I told you he's a slut for it. I'm telling y'all he's a slut. Look at him. And you said the first appearance of Noel at your shop is how much?
I believe it's this one. I might buy it. It's this one. It's what's special about this. This is the third print. And it's also the first cover appearance. So it's double. It's the first cover. This one specifically is double signed by Stegman and Donny Cates in a 9/8.
That's a slut, ladies and gentlemen. That's what a slut looks like. When it comes to comics, that's what sluts look like.
Hey, do you ever watch that Courage the Dog episode? Return the slap.
Yeah, no. Fuck Return the Slap. That's what, ladies and gentlemen, y'all think I'm playing. Noel basically slutted him out.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear what he said? No, he go, look, here you go. He goes, yeah, I have this. This is even the first appearance. It's just the first cover appearance, and I have it as double signed with a 9.8.
No. This is his first full and cover. It's both.
Oh shit. Never mind.
Yeah. So this is Venom 3, right?
Yeah.
But it's the third printing.
Yeah.
That's how much it sold. So the first print is where it's Venom with the big tongue and it's biting Miles.
You heard him with the big tongue.
And so I have that one in the 9.8, but then I have this. I have 4 copies of this, all different prints.
Is this one with the big tongue? The big tongue film. That was the thing. He made sure he said it's this one with the big tongue. I'm like, damn, Phil.
Hey, listen, I got the first appearance of Dylan Brock. I got it right here. Should I go grab it? It's Noel with the fitting gauntlet.
Hey, go for it.
All right, stay here.
Oh, we're not going nowhere, Phil. We're not going nowhere. That's what a slut looks like, y'all. Y'all hear me? That's a slut.
Hold on.
Look at this. Look at his head. Look, that's a slut. Look at him.
Oh.
Look at him.
It's my baby.
He has problems, guys. He has problems. He said we definitely got.
Hey, hold on. If you got the first appearance, if you got Marvel Spotlight number 5, I would think you would probably do the same thing in the 9.8 signed. First appearance of Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight 5, not Ghost Rider number 1, Marvel Spotlight 5. If you had that, you would be doing the same shit. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Or you got X-Men issue 2. Uncanny X-Men issue 2, the first appearance of Wanda. You would do the same shit too. Don't lie. I'm just different. I like this character. He's got the fit. This is where I met Donnie, by the way.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, when I say this, but like, I was trying to lie, and he said, "Don't lie." Like he's like, "Don't lie. Don't lie." If you had the first appearance of fucking Scarlet Witch or Ghost Rider, I was like,
"Hey, if you had this, you'd be doing the same shit. You'd be doing Absolute Batman signed by Scott Snyder. You'd be doing the same shit. Don't lie. The Batman that kills with the fucking axe and a flamethrower. He'd be doing, yeah. No, don't lie." This Batman fucking kills. I don't care what Scott Snyder says. That Batman fucking killed. He took life.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I would like Scott to explain to me I want him to explain to me how does somebody survive 3 batarangs in his face and a kneecap?
Bro, Conor, he pretty much Conor McGregor his fucking face, bro.
Like, I don't even know how you try to make that shit make sense. There's no way to explain that. There's no way to explain that.
Bro, I actually went back earlier this week and saw the issue. Like, his Batmobile, right, is a big construction mover.
Yeah.
There was a fucking dude under the, wheel. The wheel is, a size of a fucking house.
Yep.
That person's dead.
Yep.
And then the priest comes in, his outfit's like, don't hurt him anymore. Bro, that fucker's twitching.
Yeah.
He's fucking dead.
He's gone. He's gone. I don't know why. I don't know why you even came in there with that whole don't hurt him anymore. You don't have to, bitch. He's gone. He's gone. You need to go on ahead and let that shit go.
He's with Lucifer right now. That's where he's at.
Lucifer don't want him. Hell no. Get him out of here. Fuck no, bro. You're dead. You're dead. You're fucking gone. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, no, he's definitely he's yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie, I would be the same way because I love that Batman. That's my Batman. When they had that annual,
bro, but here's the line.
He called them roaches.
Yeah, and they burned him.
They burned him. He said, let me show you how to deal with roaches, and he set their ass on fire. I don't know what to tell you.
Some Star Wars Battlefront shit. Some Star Wars Battlefront
shit. And it wasn't anything you could do about it. All you could do is just sit there and just deal with the fact that
I was like this. I was like, oh my God.
I was like, wow. And what's crazy is there were no black people inside of that bitch. I don't know if y'all understand. It was all Caucasians. DC, I know somebody at the office was pissed. I know that we're like, okay, hold on, who signed off on this? Who said this was? It doesn't matter. It's out now. You can't recall it. It's out
Hey,
now.
with Marvel, bro, just read a weekly Punisher book. You'll get that.
Oh, definitely. Hold on. At Marvel, we give you that for free, baby. We give you that for free. So it is what it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, go ahead. No, sorry. Go for it. Go for it.
What I was saying though, but like how I am with Noel though, that just tells I tell people if you like a character that much, I'm not saying you have to be, but I'm an advocate that you should be wanting to collect this shit because it's your favorite.
Yeah.
That's what I've been enthusiastic. Like I have a Sentry statue, the first appearance of Sentry. I got the Dark Knight Return statue. I got the Dark Knight Return signed by Frank Miller. Like the stuff that I like, Green Lantern, Lanterns, I collect it. That's what I like.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people online on the internet be like, "Oh, I like Batman," and it's like, "Oh, I can't afford this stuff." I'm like, you don't have to buy a statue. Just go buy a comic book. It's $4 or $5. If you can't afford a $4 or $5 comic, how do you have a phone right now? Like seriously, how do you have a phone? How are you talking to us on the internet right now?
How do you have those J's that you paid $450 for?
Exactly. And or how about this? I do DoorDash. I deliver this fucking Smoothie King order every fucking morning at 9 o'clock. This chick probably pays about $20 a day for a fucking smoothie, all together with delivery fee, tip, the drink, everything. All Monday through Friday, 20 times 5.
Phil says, I get up every morning to serve you this drink, bitch. Make sure.
And it's like, I'm not saying you don't have to DoorDash food, but like people are not great with their money. They're not. Like, I don't eat out. I'm lucky. I got home cooking, but like
I got a wife.
I mean, it's just like I don't know. It's just that people just I don't know. You can't buy a $5 comic. We're not telling you to buy every single comic. Just find your character you like and enjoy collecting it.
Literally,
be an enthusiast.
Literally,
it's not hard.
It's not hard, and it's like when you say it, people get so I gotta buy comics to be a fan. I mean, no one's saying that, buddy, but you know it helps. It helps when you
if you're an enthusiast, if you actually like this shit,
like it does help. But don't you can't like that's my thing. You can't sit here and get mad when an actual fan like questions you when you. And that's the thing that kills me about a lot of these new fans. A lot of these new fans don't realize that this has always been the fandom. Like they're so judgy. No, they're not. This is just how things are. I'm sorry to tell you that, Snookums. But
well, hold on. Do you remember that TikTok video?
Remember
that there was this guy, he has long hair and he was in his car, and he's like, I miss nerdy shit like 10 years ago before it came mainstream, because now everyone's faking being a fan of this shit.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know what? I like how our stuff is mainstream now and people enjoy it, but I do understand us nerds feeling this way, right? Like, imagine you just have like a group of people are just like, yeah, I just like this shit. They don't even like attempt to actually read this shit or even watch the movies all the way. They'll just watch one movie and say, I'm a fan. And it's like, yeah, by definition you are, but they don't actually try to understand this shit, like where it came from and all that stuff. I just don't understand that shit.
That's called life. That's how things are. That's literally how. I'm sorry if my mouth was moving, guys, the whole time y'all couldn't hear nothing. I was uploading a video. But
that video though, it blew my mind because I sat there, I'm like, oh my god, not wrong.
You couldn't be mad because he wasn't wrong, and that's the thing. I've talked about that multiple times. You have so many people that's coming into the fandom that really aren't actual fans of it. They aren't, and they know they aren't, and that's what's crazy to me. Like they know they aren't, and they'll sit there and they'll argue with you about it, and it's like, bro, but you're not. Like you're a fan, but you're not a fan. Like you're not.
And the thing is, this has been the dawn of time. Remember when the yo-yo first came out? I guarantee you, people who bought yo-yos when they first came out, like getting good at it, and then it became mainstream, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I love yo-yos." No, you fucking don't. You just got it because you saw a commercial on TV. Like you don't even like this shit. You don't, you know what I mean? They'll just get it, and then eventually, when the fad dies out, they'll stop buying it and stop playing with it.
Yep.
That's how I am with the Absolute Universe right now. I think a lot of people are getting into it because it's just a temporary thing. It's same thing with the shoe game. About 10 years ago, everybody wanted Yeezys. Everybody wanted Ultra Boosts, right? When Jordans came out, everybody wanted Jordans. I think Jordans honestly have been, staying alive for really long, but like it's a fad, eventually it'll go away.
Jordans will always be here.
Yeah. But like that's how it is. Like all these people, they're not like actual like enthusiasts, and it pisses me off because they try to, I don't know, like almost like, oh, I got you, because like I watch this shit too. I'm a fan. I'm like, yeah, you're definition by fan, but you're not like fan. You know what I mean? You're not an enthusiast. You don't actually care
You don't care about this shit.
Yeah,
and you don't. So it is what it is. But guys, that's the first hour. Whew. Let's ask some questions. First question of the night, guys. Blood Coven versus McKay's X-Men. Blood Coven. McKay's X-Men are not winning that. The X-Men they're talking about, remember the new X-Men series that came out with Cyclops being the leader? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's Scott, Juggernaut, Tempest, Magic, Kid Omega, Blob, and that's oh, we're talking about current Magneto, not base.
No, if it's current Magneto, he's sick.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So he has RDL, whatever it's called.
So the problem right now is like when it comes to the Blood Coven for the most part, they no longer light is not going to harm them. So good luck. The biggest threat when it comes to them is that they're created to go against the Avengers. So I wouldn't look at that X-Men team and say, hey, they can stop the Avengers, because they can't, right? But the Blood Coven was specifically created to stop the Avengers. That means Wanda. That means Thor.
Mysterium.
Not kill them, but actually stop that ass. Even when it came to Mysterium, Iron Man's armor, they could get past that. So if they can get past that and get to him, have a good day. You're gonna die.
The only one that has a semi chance is maybe Ileana. That's it.
But
everyone else is
not necessarily, because the problem is like with the vampires, they can drain your blood, and if they drain your blood, they can they can use your powers.
Yep, and we saw that with
Strange.
What was it?
When Blade
no.
Strange.
Well, no, there was another one. What was the? It was a mini series after Blood Hunt.
It was Blood Hunt. I think it was Blood Hunt Wolverine or some shit like that, where they found out that vampires.
No, it was after Blood Hunt.
Oh, it was after Blood Hunt.
Yes, it was. It was had Elsa Bloodstone in it. Cloak. Or no, Dagger was in it.
Yeah, no, that's Blood Hunt. I think that's just. I forgot what it's called, but they had Miles Morales.
Oh, Blood Hunters.
Yeah,
Blood Hunters. It was after Blood Hunt, though. It was after Blood Hunt, because that's when they bit or they were draining the blood off of Dagger.
Yeah. Because
Dagger was hurting the vampires with their light.
Yeah.
And they overcame the light, so now light doesn't harm them anymore. Yeah. So yeah.
So that's what. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like if they bite any of them, they're gonna be able to drain their mutant abilities. Not take it from, but they'll be able to have it or use it for themselves or gain some defense from it. So you be fucked. You be fucked. Let's go to the next one. Question, King. How powerful is Angela aside from her time in Spawn? Oh, Angela has gotten a lot more powerful. When it came to Angela in Spawn, it wasn't a lot of things she really did. She's more of a physical fighter. Same thing when it comes to her in Marvel. In Marvel, we don't know how powerful Angela is. Angela hasn't had that much writing. It took Thor years to get the proper writing to show how powerful he was. And same thing when it comes to Angela. We don't know how powerful Angela is right now. There's no way to say, oh yeah, she could do blood. No, don't get me wrong. She whooped her brother's ass. But Thor wasn't at his best, and Thor is a lot more powerful.
She's a really physical character. Recently in Doctor Strange, she was able to fight a fucking dragon. Just pummel it to the fucking ground.
Just get up there and beat the shit out of it. Angela has not actually looked into her Asgardian powers just yet, and that's because she didn't know that she was a child of Odin for a long time. And it takes a long time for Odin's children to kind of find their way. So she's still learning. Potentially, though, Angela is the firstborn of Odin. So, yeah.
What I will say, we need to support that Doctor Strange book.
Yeah.
And make Marvel make it. I am petitioning Marvel to do an Angela solo run. We need one very badly.
Yeah.
Especially after Rivals. I'm surprised they haven't done it. Yeah. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
They need to do it.
Yeah. So the thing about Angela, like I said, Angela is just that bloodline. That bloodline is so powerful. There's no telling what she could be later on. We don't know what she can.
Who's her mother?
I forgot who her mom was.
And she I know she's the half sister of Thor.
Yeah. No, she's not a half. She came out of Odin's nuts. She just has a different mommy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's the half sister of Thor.
Yeah, but
Her mom's not Gaia.
Yeah, no, but she's definitely like she's definitely an heir. She's his heir. She got more right than Thor does. Thor, on the other hand, Thor is related to black people. That's what's hilarious to me. He got black brothers. Like, he actually can say. Did you know it's funny?
Anansi.
Yeah, he can actually say, "Oh yeah, I got black brothers, bitch," and it's like, what? Like, no, like, yeah, we're related. My mom was a hoe. Shit. You're just like, what? She was a what? She was a hoe. She was definitely a fucking hoe, and you know she's a hoe. So that's just how that shit is. I will say this though, Angela, she got a lot more writing to do. Hopefully we see something in this Doctor Strange run because she's with Doctor Strange right now. So hopefully we see something.
I've been loving it.
Yeah, I've been loving it. I would love to see it. So we'll see what happens. Spawn versus Deathstroke. Who?
It's Diddy with swords. You fuck with kids, that's the worst shit you can do.
Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, yeah, hell no. That's not even an argument. That's like, bro, you're both going to hell. But you're going to hell and you're getting your back arched. Like, you're getting your back arched. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Like, you getting your back arched.
Well, actually, Lion, I actually was gonna make a video about this. I think if you're like an actual reasonable person, we should not be supporting this Deathstroke book coming out.
Bro, I'm not supporting that shit at all. I'm gonna act no, look at me when I say this. I'm gonna act like that shit doesn't fucking exist. I'm not gonna promote it. I'm not talking about it. I'm not buying it. Fuck that comic.
And that's why I'm gonna tell people, guys, we should not be like. I don't think you know what's crazy, Lion.
I'm not buying. No, fuck that. We're gonna be blunt about this. I'm not buying a pedophile's comic. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not gonna buy a comic written about a motherfucking pedophilic ass assassin. I'm not buying that. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not buying that shit. You fuck kids, you gotta go. I'm not buying that. I'm gonna say it. DC can. I'm not promote. Go get some of your white influencers to promote that shit. I'm not promoting a pedophile. Have a good day.
And the crazy part is, Lion, DC has not tried to retcon it. Like,
no, Phil. They brought it back.
Yeah.
Terra, we thought he died. Phil. Just to find out Terra was the one that saved him. Fuck you.
And
literally fuck you.
And the crazy part is, on TikTok, I think they know, but on Instagram and YouTube, when I say Diddy with swords, they're like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Deathstroke's a pedophile." I'm like, "Oh well, Marvel characters are like that." I'm like, "No, hold on, they're not. Bullseye isn't like that." And
Bullseye told Thing straight to his fucking face. That's that thing. But he's like, "Bro, I'm not finna.
Oh, I don't fuck with kids. There's a fine line.
There's a fine line, bitch. I don't fuck with them kids. I'm not doing that.
And guess what? If they do, Matthew Murdock is shoving up a ton up your ass.
No, real shit. Like, I'm the hand of God, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna give a fuck about me slaying your ass.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure God's gonna be okay with me killing you.
And you know what sucks too? I hate this because I like the writer for the Deathstroke book. It's Tony Fleece.
Yeah.
And he probably does not know.
Yeah.
He if you guys know who Tony Fleece is, Tony Fleece. You know what's funny? What's funny, Lion? Tony Fleece is the guy who wrote the theme book.
Yeah.
How ironic. He also did Feral, and he did Stray Dogs.
Yep.
And I've actually met him. He's a great guy.
Yep.
But I don't think he understands that Deathstroke is a pedophile.
I'm not promoting it, so I'm not finna. Like, we're just not doing that. Like, you.
I mean, Lion, I might make a video on it saying we should not be supporting this book until they fix it.
Go for it, because I'm not finna, like, bro. And I'm gonna say there's. I think I'm gonna make a book. You know what? I'm gonna do that too. You do a video, I'm gonna do a video, and I'm gonna say what you could have done and how it's disgusting that this character is still alive to this day.
And people still love him.
And people still love him. Like, you had a perfect chance. You could have easily killed. Yeah, you could have easily killed Deathstroke and cloned him. You could have literally cloned him and made him a new Terminator. Like, we needed and you could have gave him superhuman strength, all types of shit. It's so much shit you could have done for the character and killed, and that could have been his last run. And then boom, the Terminator is back and we got a new one. Oh wait, whoa, we got a new Deathstroke. Like, and you could have had him get his ass beat for things that he never fucking did. That's not me. I'm not, and like, his first run could have literally been him fighting for people to understand he's not the old Deathstroke. So I'm saying, that's not me. I'm different. I'm not who that monster was, and he deserves to be in the fucking ground.
Yeah.
That's not me though. Like that would have been great. But no, y'all just you gonna keep this pedophile alive, boy. Fuck that. Let him die. Anyway, next question. Are you still doing content creation classes? Yes, I am. Stay tuned for the end of the month. Phil, if they do a season 3 of Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where could you see it going?
Well, so online, Lion, first of all, do you know what that show is? Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers. So I've actually done a video on it. I think it's the best animated cartoon that Marvel's ever produced.
Yep.
I love it. So Christopher Yost was the guy who was the screenwriter. Supposedly he came on an interview. They were gonna do mutants and they were gonna do cosmic stuff. So it was gonna be more about the X-Men getting involved, and then Ragnarok and World War Hulk was gonna do it. So that's what I would have done. I would have just done with Christopher Yost. I would have trusted them. Also too, I've said this. The DC guys got pissed at me. I was like, I still rewatch Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes over Justice League Unlimited and regular Justice League and Batman Beyond. I love those shows, but the Avengers show, when you start reading comics and you go watch the animated show, it is pretty damn close to the origin of the Avengers. I think the only cartoon that I've watched that's pretty close to the comics and respects it is probably Invincible. Outside of Invincible, I think Earth's Mightiest Heroes is the closest one-for-one copy that we got. More than X-Men. X-Men does a good job, but the Avengers, like, dude, how many people until like maybe recently didn't know the Avengers didn't have Cap in the original roster?
Yeah.
Like, everybody knows the modern tale of the Ultimate Avengers where Cap was on it. The original team had Ant-Man, Wasp, Tony, Thor, and Hulk. And a lot of people don't know this. T'Challa didn't first appear until Fantastic Four issue, 40?
In his first run, you captured a group of white people and put them in cages. I don't know what to tell you about that. I remember when they animated that shit. That motherfucker Ben Graham was a boxer and got his ass whipped. I was like, damn. He said, yeah, get over here, kitty cat. Yeah. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. He goes, you are not ready for this, bitch. Oh, shit. I got him. Yeah. Flame on. Get your ass in that box, boy. Yeah, get in that box, boy. Don't worry, Johnny. I'm going to come say you. Worry about yourself. Sleep, bitch. Go to sleep. Oh, yep. There you go. Putting white women to sleep. Reed, you're next.
Reed's like, I'm a pacifist.
No, fuck that. Hey, I'm new, bro. I'm new, bro. Chill out.
Don't dig at me.
Don't dig at me. I'm digging at you. Get your ass over here, boy. Get over here, boy.
I got some vibranium claws for you, bitch.
Nah, real shit. But speaking of good shows, X-Men 97 is gonna go. It's gonna be going for like 3 to 4 seasons. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, so there was a rumor that
it wasn't a rumor. No, it doesn't.
No, not that. There's a rumor right now that Marvel is trying to produce an Avengers TV show cartoon on Disney Plus, and so I said, I know it's not the same universe.
Yeah.
But since X-Men is dealing with Age of Apocalypse timeline shifting,
yeah,
when they get back, it should just be the same universe as Earth's Mightiest Heroes, because if they do a '90s Avengers show, I don't want an MCU synergy show. I want a comic book universe animated show. And it's not. I know that's a hot. I don't know if that's a hot take, and there's no disrespectful to Disney or Marvel, but I would want an animated show based off the comics, so people, especially kids, who want to know these characters, they don't have to read fucking 100 issues of comics. They can get into this stuff from an animated show that's pretty one-for-one adaptation from the comics. I mean, listen, Lion, if I have kids, if they want to get into Avengers, they're watching Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yep.
That is and then they'll start reading. So that's what I would do. I know some people like the Avengers Assemble show, by the way. Personally, I didn't like it. It was too MCU synergy. So I think Earth's Mightiest Heroes, they got to somehow bring that back with X-Men 97. If you got that,
well, no. Bro, I think what they're doing with X-Men 97, I think X-Men 97 was the blueprint. They figured out what they don't need and what they do need, and they said, hey, we're gonna make this, we're gonna fix this, we're gonna make it a lot better, and everything's gonna be good. And I think that's what was so cool about it.
Yeah, and it was crazy. If they get the Avengers, a cartoon that's pretty adaptable, old from the comics, right, with X-Men 97, same universe.
Yeah.
You got a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show. You got Avengers. You got X-Men. So your animation's peak. Video games, we don't have to talk about. And then you got movies. And then you got... Bro, DC, like, the one thing you had over Marvel was animation. What happened? What the fuck happened in the last 5-6 years? Like, the other talk about the Killing Joke, how Barbara Gordon was fucking Bruce on a rooftop with gargoyles? What the fuck happened?
With gargoyles.
Like, what happened?
Hold on. With gargoyles. We're not gonna walk past.
And she literally, oh my god, bro, this is why I love Batman, but this is so fucked. She takes off her shirt, see her almost her naked boobs and everything, right?
No.
Phil, and then Batman's like caressing her hourglass shape. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
No, you got to say what happened, Phil. You got to say what happened. This bitch whipped his ass and laid him on his back. Again, I'm a master of all forms of martial arts. I'm bigger and stronger than her, and she done whooped my ass.
Hold on. To be fair, he was holding way back. Didn't want to hurt her, but he still got his ass kicked. Yeah, I know.
Hey, you didn't want to hurt her, but you was holding on to that ass when she got on top of it. You was just like, yeah.
Bro, he's doing this shit.
Exactly, and I'm just like, bro, you ain't shit. Like, you ain't shit. You ain't like.
And you know what's funny? The next part 2 of Killing Joke, she's calling in the middle of the night. So what are you doing tonight, Bruce? What are you doing? He's like, I'm working. Leave me alone. And he's fucking driving through Gotham. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
I already gave you some ass, girl. Leave me alone. I already gave you some ass. Don't ask me for shit.
And listen, DC animation is top notch. Don't get me wrong. But this shit, that was 20 years ago. In the last 5-6 years, you got What If, X-Men. Like, that alone is better than what you've done. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. What If is amazing. I love What If. I liked it.
Absolutely. So, next question, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Bro said, didn't the Celestials colonize Null?
Yeah, but hey, I'll say this. He did not go out not swinging. He went swinging. It was a one-man army.
You see how he can't say shit? He's just like, he got quiet. He's Phil, I got you. I'll take it over. Yes, he definitely did get colonized. But he went to whooping that ass, okay? If you remember how that shit happened, he was sleeping. He was minding his motherfucking business. And they popped in his house, nutting and busting all over it. And he was like, what the fuck is all of this? What the fuck is, what are you doing?
Hey, the crazy part is, they took over his land, but he at least did a lot of damage. There's more darkness than light.
Look, your ass got colonized, and he was like, the Celestials were white. I just want y'all to understand. The Celestials are definitely white. They went that bitch.
Bro, Lion, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but is Noel, is he,
Yeah, he's black. Noel is a person of color. He's the king in black. He's the blackest of blacks. He's gray. And that motherfucker...
Hey, hold on. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, in the story mode, they had T'Challa.
Yeah.
And Venom.
Yeah.
The King in Blacks versus the King in Black.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you white fucking aliens invaded a black man's home and you just nutted and busted all over it.
Hey, how many children does Noel have?
Thousands. And they're all black. They're all black.
Anti Venom doesn't count. Yep. Anti Venom doesn't count.
Anti Venom doesn't count. That's white nut. It's not the same shit. That's colonization. It is in pure form. I might have to make a hood reading of that shit. I was minding my black ass business, and this big white ass aliens broke in my shit, and started nutting all over the walls.
And they dared to come to his house and said, "Come work for us."
Hell yeah!
The fuck?
I'm not trying to give me a fucking job. Hey, you want to come work for us? No, bitch. I want to stay home.
Hey, he went like this. Come on, bitch.
Yeah. And went to get cutting off that motherfucker's head. So how did he get back? He was spreading that black seed everywhere.
He's like, listen, you're gonna take my land. I'm gonna destroy much of it. You're gonna get shit from it.
Basically, I'm gonna get my motherfucking money back, bitch. I'm gonna get my shit. You done lost your motherfucking mind. I'm gonna get my shit back. Woo. Okay, let's get to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Oh,
Somebody said Jade Emperor versus the Titans.
oh,
Guardian.
thank you so much, God. Oh, thank God. Yeah, the Titans are winning that. The Jade Emperor does not have enough power on his own to stop them. The Titans were such a threat. It took the entire Greek pantheon to stop them bitches. And they didn't even kill all of them. The most they could do was fucking trap them somewhere. You can't really just kill all the Titans. Not how that works. So good luck. Like literally, good fucking luck. Like I don't know what to fucking tell you, but good luck. So the Jade Emperor would get his ass beat. He would get stomped the fuck out. He would literally. I'm being for it. He would literally get stomped the fuck out. His only hope is if he uses all of heaven to like trap them. I think he could trap them, but I don't think he has a power stronger. I mean, god damn it, they could barely handle fucking Wukong. Have a good day. You're gonna get your ass beat. Next one. How you feel about let me see, from One Piece, NL versus Black Lightning?
I don't read One Piece or watch One Piece.
I do, but Black Lightning would lose that fight. He's not fast enough to fight any of them. Even with his new shit, his new form, he's not strong enough at all. I think Black Lightning is great. But in One Piece, a lot of them move too goddamn fast. I just wouldn't. I can't. Get Superman or some shit like that. I don't. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, no. I'm not giving that to Black Lightning. I'm sorry. I think he'd fuck him up. I think that motherfucker would fuck him up. Okay. Oh shit. Oh sorry. That motherfucker just kept going. Kanari versus Captain Marvel. Ooh. Oh, it's Kahari. Okay, hold on a second. Make sure I got the right person.
Wait, you talking about Kahari from What If?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
The Native American chick? What's her power set?
I
have her book. I have her book right there, actually.
I do too. I'm just making sure. Because I didn't want to go Marvel, and the next thing you know, no, there's some unknown ass anime character we've never fucking met from the fucking early 90s. So, ooh, that bitch right there versus Captain Marvel.
Wait, she could create portals and dimensional travel. I did not know that.
It's more than that, actually. It's way more than that.
I don't know, though, because the thing with... I think Carol's underrated. Like, I think she's a great energy manipulator.
No, she is, but I'm trying to think of any way that she'd be able to get out of it. Because Kanari has the ability to take things like Infinity Stones out of the gauntlet. She could just separate them.
Carol has almost done... Well, Carol's able to hold... You know what I mean? Unless we're talking about comics. We're talking about comics?
Doesn't matter if it's comics or not.
I mean, like, Carol in the MCU was able to hold Thanos with all the six, right?
Yeah, but Kanari can take the stone. Like, she can literally just...
Well, don't you think if Carol can hold the whole Infinity Gauntlet like that, you don't think she could take it? Really? Okay.
Way. Because what Kanari did was this. When you had Killmonger with all the Infinity Stones plus the Ultron armor... And it was activated. So he activated the armor. He was ready to fight. And she was like... And that shit popped off of him. I was like, oh. Like
that's some Wanda shit.
She just waved her fucking hand and took the shit off of him. And I was like, oh.
Damn.
She's also got super speed, super strength, super durability.
It says right here she has telekinesis too. Is that true?
I don't know about telekinesis, but... I know she can lift your ass up through a portal. I think if she wants to, she could send Carol somewhere, and Carol wouldn't be fast enough to come back. I think that would happen.
So like a BFR type of thing?
Basically, she'd beat the shit out of her. So I would give that to her. What do you think about projection sorcery from J? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know
JJK.
what that is.
Huh. Damn, I forgot. I haven't read JJK in so long. I'm going to need a refresher. I'm going to have to refresh on that one, Guardian, I'm going to have to refresh on that one. King, I have another question. Do you think Wolverine and Storm's chemistry is stronger and better, or is T'Challa and Storm's chemistry unmatched? If given the opportunity, I would take Wolverine's nasty ass, throw him in the fucking sun, and watch him cook. I would watch that bitch boil to nothingness. No, their chemistry is not better. Wolverine is what she wants a Black Panther T'Challa to be. Wolverine is he's a simp. He lets her do what she wants. He
Look
don't
at Gene.
he's a goddamn simp. And that's why she likes him, because he lets her do what she wants to do. He don't tell her what to do. He don't try to lead as a man. He on his knees, and that's what she likes. That's not good chemistry. That's why they don't work out. The reason why her and Black Panther are better, because T'Challa is willing to tell her when she's wrong. He's willing to fight her when she's wrong.
Lion, you see this?
Yeah, what am I looking at?
So this is Uncanny X-Men issue 21. This is when Wolverine went to a Comic-Con convention.
Yeah.
And this girl is a Hispanic Phoenix of Jean.
Yeah.
And Logan is like, look at that. Look at Logan. Logan just kissing her hand. And he's like, yeah, you remind me of someone I used to love. Yeah, he's a fucking simp. 100%.
Oh, hold on. Does he dig in that at all?
No, he should be digging, but he's not.
I'm gonna read that.
Hey, she is bad, bro. Fuck Jean. I love Jean.
I haven't been reading Uncanny X-Men because the X-Men series as a whole just been pissing me off.
I'll say this. I actually talked to Nightcrawler about this. I think Uncanny is the best series.
It's just
because you know why? All the kids, like Ransom,
yeah, the kids are cool,
Dream,
but it's just
awesome.
It's just, I don't know, man. It just kind of hit me in the wrong way.
I understand your frustrations, and I agree with you. I think out of everything we got in this era, Uncanny's the best run. I thought X-Force was good too. I don't know why they canceled it. X-Force was great with Forge. That shit was great. They just canceled it.
We'll see. But yeah, no, T'Challa and Storm is better. He gives her what she needs, not what she wants. It's not the same. Logan is a fucking simp. Logan will put his little meat in anything, except for She-Hulk. That's the only woman he seems to have some type of like, I won't hit that type shit.
Yeah. How dare he, bro?
Yeah.
Look, Logan. I think Logan at this point has dabbled into the animals.
Yeah, he had sex. No, he had sex with a mutant species bitch, who looked like a fucking animal. She was hairy all over, and he still tore that ass up, and got her pregnant. He was in it. No, I'm being for real. He's in it. Like she found that motherfucker in the woods, jumped on him, and he dug in it. He was in that shit. He was literally in that shit and busted all in it, and got her pregnant. You think I'm fucking playing with you,
bro? So is he Odin for the mutants?
He don't give a fuck. Like. As long as it's not She-Hulk, Wolverine will stick that pit of whacker in anything. He don't give a damn. He gonna slide in that shit. He don't give a fuck. He ain't never gave a fuck. He just finna he finna get in there.
I'm digging in you.
Real shit. That's how he gonna do. And the crazy part is, like, when you look at him and Storm, he ain't never put Storm to sleep. Storm always puts his wild ass to sleep. T'Challa, the first time T'Challa hit that shit, he made her burn a tree down on accident. The first time they got intimate, a lightning strike came down from the sky and split a tree in half. You think I'm playing? Every time T'Challa gets done laying pipe to her, she in that bed just out of there. Just doing his people proud, like, that's what I'm talking about, boy. Do your job, boy. Do your job, boy. Ooh. So how would you do a what-if comic where instead of the black suit, he got a hold of a yellow lantern ring and battery continuing parallaxes instead? Where would you have an what the hell? Control. But who? Oh, okay. I meant to say Peter. If Peter got a... Oh, shit. That's not going to have a happy ending.
Yeah, I think with fear...
Hold on a second. Baby, cut the AC off. It's cold as fuck outside. Now that inside the house is freezing.
Woo!
Yeah, that's not
chilly.
Yeah, that's not going to have a happy ending. I'm sorry to tell you this. It's just not. It's really not. It's really not. So Damn. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. If I could do a what if series where Peter Parker has a yellow lantern ring, right, and a battery, and he ended up getting infected with parallax, I would have him kill everybody on Earth except Aunt May, except the people that meant the most to him. And I would have him. I want y'all to picture.
Hold on. Which era is this? Is this after Gwen's death?
Yeah, it's after Gwen's death.
So let's just say it's ASM 252, but with the yellow lantern ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Peter Parker is parallax, and he goes crazy because he's afraid that the world wants to take Mary Jane and Aunt May from him, right?
Yeah.
So to keep that from happening, parallax forces him while making him go insane. Say the oath, mine is mine and mine is mine. You know, he keeps saying that. When the power ring basically like, oh no, he said yellow, not orange. I thought he said orange. Oh, we can have a happy ending. Never mind then. Oh, okay. I thought he said orange for a minute. That shit was finna get dark. No, Phil, I'm not kidding. I had to look at it again. I said mine is mine and mine. And I said, wait, no, this is yellow, not orange. But he said parallax, and I'm thinking parallax must have got with the orange ring. And I'm like, oh, shit.
That's Larfleeze.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, oh, damn, like, but nah.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I think the orange lantern ring would go great with Peter's character because great responsibility.
Oh, yeah, no, bro. I was finna turn this shit into a horror film. Oh, fuck yeah.
Nomad, if you want to change your question, it's up to you.
Nah, hell no. We're going to go yellow. We're going to go yellow because I was finna get nasty. That shit's finna go down the line, boy. But no, we can make this one. We can make this one a good one. With the yellow ring, that's even better. Like, man. Hell yeah. So Peter Parker is, life is doing good for him. He's finally got a new job, right? He got everything. He's got
his girlfriend. He got a hot model.
Everything's great. Even Aunt May. Aunt May's got a little boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Everything's great. Yeah, no, hell no. But everything's going well, right? And Peter is supposed to go to dinner to meet her new boyfriend. You know who her new boyfriend is?
Who?
Otto Octavius. So he goes to dinner, and Peter is furious. How could you do this to me? Do you know who that is, Peter? He's changed. That's Otto Octavius. Everyone in this restaurant will tell you he has not changed. And he's trying to tell Peter, that's not true. I have changed. I'm not who I used to be. I am a man of science, and I am back to that. I gave up my arms. I gave up everything to be what I am now, Peter. And all I'm asking you to do is to just give me a chance. Give me a chance to prove. I'm not giving you, not with my aunt. Take a chance with somebody else. Take a chance with anybody else, but you will not take a chance with my aunt. I won't have it. I won't allow it. And Otto says, you won't allow it? This coming from Peter Parker. You won't allow it. I'm sorry, Peter Parker. How much did you allow any of us to get away with throughout these years? What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Peter. I know who you are. The restaurant gets quiet. What? You want to allow it? So are you God now, Peter? Do you decide who gets to be happy and who doesn't? Because if that's the case, my next question for you is, if you get to decide someone's happiness, why haven't you been able to decide your own? He said, that's not the same. I have to save people. Yeah. And you still could have had a life. You still could have had anything and everything you wanted, but you didn't. If you want to fight about it, Peter, let's fight about it. But nothing will change the fact that I love your aunt, and that's who I want to spend the rest of my life with, and that's who I will spend the rest of my life with. Aunt May's like, Otto. She's going, it's okay, sweetheart. I'll handle it. She goes, are you sure? I'm positive. So what will it be, Peter? Can we sit down and have dinner like a family? Or are you going to still be the petulant child you've always been and walk out and swing to a rooftop to air out your grievances? Peter gets angry, throws a table out of the window, and walks out. And Otto says, I thought so. When Peter is upstairs, he does exactly what Otto says, but he's like, why does everybody feel like they have some type of part in my life? Why does everybody feel like they have some type of right to my family? That's when he hears it. Because they don't fear you. What the hell was that?
The fuck?
Peter's looking around. He's thinking maybe this is Mysterio or Goblin or something. Show yourself! I'm just answering a question, Peter. You asked, why does everyone feel like they have a part of your life?
And you see a yellow rain just floating?
It's because they don't fear you. And what they don't fear, they don't respect. This is Otto Octavius, Peter. Same man who's kidnapped family members, been a thorn in your side your whole life, taking the lives of others. And now, knowing the pain that he's caused you, your aunt is going to lay with a monster like that? All because he had some kind words. And Peter has his head down, his shoulders are up. And he's like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Tell her she can't be happy? Deprive her of feeling love, specifically after she lost Uncle Ben? If I do that, she'll hate me. She'll hate me. And if she hates me, I'll never see her again. And he goes, I don't think that's true. Hate is strong, but it's not a stronger emotion than fear. Why would you want their love when you can have their fear? Fear makes them respect you. And when they respect you, they won't betray you because they're scared of you. They know what you'll do. So Peter gets mad and says, just get away. No, I don't want it. Get away from me. Get away from me. No, that's not who I am. That's not who I will ever be. It's not, no. No. So he swings away. He swings away. And Lord and fucking behold, he goes into an alley to change his clothes back to his regular clothing. And do you know what he sees? He sees Mary Jane in another apartment with Paul. And she's trying to walk away from him because Paul wants to work things out. And she's telling him, no, I love Peter and I'm pregnant with his child. And Peter's heart starts to shake. Grabs onto his chest. She's pregnant? And I can't do this to him. I can't do this to him. And then Paul says, but you've already done it. Mary Jane, when did you and Peter get back together? 6 months ago. 6 months ago. When did me and you break up? No, Paul. That baby is mine, Mary Jane. That doesn't belong to Peter. We belong together. No, that's not that. No. That's not. Yes, Mary Jane. That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. I know we had our problems, but for the sake of our family, we need to fix it. We need to fix it. When Peter sees that, for the first time in his life, his eyes go red. Peter loses his mind. Peter screams so loudly that no noise is made. In an instant, he destroys his own vocal cords.
It's like white noise, right?
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Tears run down his face. He's grabbing his shirt like this. He's on a wall, bent over, Blood coming out of his mouth again. You can't hear the noise because the pitch was so loud. It destroyed his vocal cord. He can't speak. Voice box is shattered. It's so much pain, he just can't deal with it. And that's when something happens. The ring appears. But not the one with parallax. The red ring. And it says to him, Peter, you have shown great anger. Take the ring and become a red. But right next to it is the yellow. And he hears parallax in the back of his mind. Sure, you could have rage, you could lash out. But what would it do? You'd kill them all. Wouldn't solve any problems. But if you take that yellow ring, Peter, you can have everything you want. Make the choice. Peter reaches his hand out, takes the yellow ring. The red ring leaves, and Peter turns into a yellow Spider-Man.
That's kind of fire. Kind of like his current suit, right?
Yeah. Later that night, Aunt May and Otto Octavius are in the kitchen. Otto's washing dishes. He apologizes for the outburst at dinner. And she goes, it's fine. You know, Peter will figure it out. You know, I think he'll come around. And you don't hear Peter talking. You hear Parallax. Peter can't talk anymore. Parallax is now his new vocal. Oh, Aunt May, I have come around. And now I see. May, get out the way! Ah! Ah! Grabs Otto. Holds him up. Brings him close and says, you tortured me every chance you had. You took my life, and you took my aunt from me. I promise taking your life will be the least of your worries. All you hear is a snap. Everything goes black.
Kills Otto.
After which, Mary Jane cuts the TV on when she's at home. And it's Jameson. Jameson is scared. He's panicking. All the city's villains have been kidnapped. The prisons have been broken into. Some monster in black and yellow is kidnapping the city's villains. I don't think I should be upset about this, but he's harming the police. He's hurting people to literally take everything. He's taking them. Mary Jane's like, black and yellow. She's thinking, that can't be Peter. She tries to call Peter. Peter's not answering. She tries calling Aunt May. Aunt May's not answering. She tries calling the Fantastic Four. Hell, they're not even answering. Then out of nowhere, she gets a knock on the door. Who is it? Who is it? She opens the door and nobody's there. Power in the building goes off. All the lights in her room is off. It's a blackout. All she has is her phone for a light source, and she's looking around, and she can hear somebody walking. When she looks at her phone to try to call Peter, the light that's reflecting in front of her face reflects behind her, and Peter's up a wall, staring at her menacingly. Out of nowhere, she hears a noise. Mary Jane, it's Paul! It's Paul, I'm here. Are you okay? It's a blackout. Are you okay? She goes, Paul, I can't get in touch with Peter. I can't get in touch with Aunt May. I don't know what's going on. He's like, it's okay. Well, Mary Jane, get out the way! And it's Peter. Peter grabs Paul by his throat. Puts his hand on his face like this and starts squeezing. And stares at Mary Jane and says, tell me the truth. Tell you the truth. Peter, that's not you. Whose voice is that? Tell me the truth. Is it mine or his? And she's like, Peter, I speak or else. Starts squeezing and cracks his bottom jaw. Just lightly, and he starts screaming, and Peter webs his mouth closed.
No.
She's like, I'm going to ask you again. Is it mine or is it his? And she starts crying because she took a pregnancy test. And she had an inkling, but she wasn't sure. But she's a woman, so women's intuition always kicks in, and they always know the truth. And she looks at Peter, she says, it's Paul. Thank you for your honesty. Grabs Paul, puts his arm around his neck, webs up Mary Jane because he wants her to watch. Takes his 2 fingers, puts it at the top of his skull. And when she tries to scream and turn her head, he webs her eyelids open so she can't blink. Takes his fingers and digs them into his skull.
Oh, you're digging in him?
No, yeah, exactly. Digs into his skull, crushing it and digging into his brain. But he doesn't die because Peter hits the part of his brain that you can damage that, again, makes you... takes him away. So he's not dead. He's just disabled at this point. Mary Jane screams in panic and blacks out. When she wakes up, she is now at the Baxter Building with a room filled up with every villain Peter has ever had that's still alive, including Aunt May, including Otto Octavius. He has Jameson and the news crew at the Fantastic Four building. Lets the Avengers and everybody know that that New York is his. It belongs to him. And from now on, it always will be. All of these villains and these people are now my hostages. Any hero that comes to New York, I'll kill one. Every day that you stay here, I'll kill one. Prior to my business, I'll kill one. And this is the only message you'll get. Tells Jameson to cut off the feed. And Jameson is like, Peter, you can't. He says, shut up. I'm only becoming what you wanted, right? Right? A menace, right? Cut it off. So he cuts it off. Iron Man, Captain America, they get together. We can't let this happen. We can't let Peter Parker do this. We can't. We got to go do something. Tony tells him, you heard what he said. If we go there, he'll kill the hostages. Wolverine's like, they're just villains. Who cares? They're villains. They're bad guys. They're all bad guys. Who cares if we lose a couple of them to save everybody else? Vision's like, I agree. I think Wolverine is right. So when they get to the city, Peter said, I fucking warned you, didn't I? And you didn't listen. What happens next is on you. They don't understand what he's talking about. So he starts talking. Remember how Null took over New York and the planet during King in Black?
All went to darkness.
He used symbiotes for that.
Yep.
The Fantastic Four had so many symbiotes in cold storage. I released them. Bonded with them. And now, we've become something new. I told you I was going to kill a hostage if you all came in, and I am. And I told you every day that you're here I would kill a hostage, and I meant that. But before I do that, why don't I just take the world? Peter rips up his yellow ring with Parallax now that it's infused with Venom DNA. And he creates Venom/Yellow Lantern spiders. Tens of billions of them. And they keep growing and replicating. And Peter uses them to cover the entire world in a web of fear. Taking hostage every human being, sorcerer, you name it, in the Marvel Universe. And holding them prisoner while the spiders feed on them. Little boys, girls, everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Now, why did Peter do this? Peter said, I've never had control in my life. So if I've never had that, why should you? Not only will I control everything here, I will control it through fear. You don't want to be fed on? You don't want to become food? Then work. If you can't work, you'll become food for me. And that's when Parallax takes Peter's body and takes him into his newest form. Peter becomes a living Yellow Lantern spider with symbiote DNA and starts feeding on Earth.
That sounds fire.
Forcing human beings to not only work for him, but to colonize for him. Shaping the world into what he wants. The only people he couldn't do it to were the Wakandans. They're the last line of defense.
It may make sense.
So T'Challa sends out an SOS to the Guardians of the Galaxy, to the Shi'ar Empire, to anyone, even the Asgardians who's listening. They all cut their scanners off. T'Challa's like, I don't understand. What are you doing? We need reinforcements. As much as they've done to that boy, we can't blame them. So Peter uses his spiders to go to Wakanda. Peter tells Black Panther, I know you own an intergalactic empire. And I know how much your people mean to you. I'll give you Storm and the Avengers. You leave, never come back. If you choose to stay, I'll spread throughout the entire universe. And I'll take you all. All I want is Earth. And you can leave. Storm says he wouldn't do that. T'Challa is a man of honor. Exactly why he would do it. He takes Storm and the Avengers. Wakanda lifts up out of the ground because it's a floating city now. And they leave Earth. And now Peter not only rules Earth with fear, but the galaxy itself won't even come near because of it. Okay, that's my story. There you go.
That's pretty fire. I like this scene where Peter's crawling on the wall and he grabs Paul.
And just digs his fucking fingers in there and paralyzes him.
He's like, I'm new, bro!
Could you imagine having him webbed up and you got spiders feeding him through a straw? He's like, Bro said, that's dope as shit. And I loved it. Lion, you are always will be the GOAT. Appreciate it. Okay, let's get to the next one. Let me see what we got here. So we got that one. Let me see. How you feel about Zegras, son of Hades character? I don't know who that is. Zagreus. Oh, Zagreus. Hold on a second. I said Zegras. Zagreus. Where's Zagreus from? Son of Hades. Unless he's talking about DC. Hold on a second. Let me make sure.
I think it's an anime character.
It might be. Hold on a second. Let me see.
He has like a red... He kind of looks like an Olympian and he's red. With a big red sword.
Zagreus. Oh, from fucking what's it called? I don't know if Zagreus is in any comics or anything like that. But if you're talking about Hades, like the video game, I play that game all the time. I can't beat it. It's on my play. Have you ever played Hades?
No.
Yeah, no. I use the gauntlets. That's what I use. I can't beat the. Like so. How it works is if you never played Hades, right? Basically, and this is Zagreus, guys. If y'all don't know, they have a new Hades, but apparently it's not on PlayStation yet. But this is Zagreus. He has a sister, so you have to keep fighting Hades, right? You got to keep fighting your way through the underworld, Tartarus, to get out. You're trying to get out to go see your mother. I haven't beaten that game not once. No, one time I've beaten the game. If you do beat it, right? You know what ends up happening? You die and you got to keep doing. You got to keep beating the game over and over to get to to actually beat the game. It takes you continuously beating it and dying. I haven't beaten it yet. Like I literally haven't beaten it yet. Phil, you got to check it out. It's the best game in the world.
All right.
I'm not kidding. And the one thing I hate is that it's a single player game. I wish you could play with other people. I wish Hades was a game that you could play because it's so Phil. It's so good. I'm not kidding.
When did it come out?
It came out years ago. Phil, you gotta play
It looks fun.
No, you gotta. Phil, Phil, look at me. You're gonna die so much, but you're gonna have fun dying. It's the only game that I play when I don't have nothing to fucking do because there's nothing to lose when playing it.
I'm gonna look up gameplay right now.
No matter how far you get, you die, you start all over.
Oh, shut up.
I'm not kidding. You start all over. But your deaths continue the story. I'm not kidding. I'm so not kidding. I have not.
Can you level up?
To an extent, yeah. You can get progress. You can level up your weapons and stuff like that. So you can keep that. But as for your build always changes.
Oh, this looks fun.
I promise you, it's the best game in the world. There's no game better than that. I promise it is. There's no game better. I love it to death. I'm not kidding. There's no game better.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Let me see. Hey, just wanted to know if you read the webtoon Killer Peter for Batman versus. No, I don't. No, I do. No, I do not. Have not. I've not gotten a chance to. This week I've just been kind of fucked up all week because my aunt was in the hospital. So, sorry about that. The Fury versus the Justice League. If we're talking about the Furies from goddamn Apocalypse, fuck no, they're not. No, absolutely not. It's not even a fight. Or if you're talking about Fury like Greek mythology Furies versus the Justice League still. The Father Full Metal versus Zatanna. If you're talking like Full Metal Alchemist, I would give that to Zatanna. With everything I've seen her do in her newest run, I would give that to Zatanna. What if y'all was a new god in DC? Hold on a second. Let's see who that is. YHWA. Oh, this motherfucker from Bleach. Yes, I forget his fucking name. I don't even call him by that name at all. But if he was a new god in DC, we'd all be fucked. Technically, he doesn't have to be a new god in DC. He's more powerful than Darkseid. If you guys don't know what he's talking about the father of all Quincy. He's more powerful than Darkseid. He's way scarier than Darkseid. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Have a good day.
With the porn stash?
Basically. Literally a porn stash. Like, no, have a good day. Okay. Last super chat, guys, because we've already hit 2 hours. How do you juggle rent, work, gym, life, etc., and still have time to make content? I'm struggling with my new life right now. That's why I asked. I'm not human. I'm not human.
To be honest with you, your content is your work.
Basically. So this is how it works. I'm going to help you out with that. If you're not making money on content creation and you don't have big platforms, how you do content is easy. In the AMs, early in the morning, do 1 or 2 videos and that's it. Let them circulate for 24 hours. I'm going to say it again. Do videos in the AMs that gives those videos 24 hours to circulate. Not 12. It gives them a full 24 hours or close to 24-hour time period to circulate. So you post in the AMs, and then after posting in the AMs, you basically do all your normal shit. You go to work, do all that shit. If you're not making money off content creation, you should be making like 1 or 2 videos a day. But you can't miss days. Now if you're trying to grow.
For me, I got 4 jobs, so
exactly.
I think for me, I just post when I can. My job's pretty flexible.
Yep.
And I post when I can, basically.
Yep. So that's what you do. Post that, and then you got to work and then write on your comics and shit like that. But yeah. Besides that, you guys have a great night. Appreciate you guys for coming in. I'll catch y'all later.
Great stream.
And we have stream on Tuesday, so get ready.